This is Mary Sue, Chapter 6, The Band. But seriously, wouldn't their babies just be so cute? Amelia opined. Destiny looked up from his game controller. Damn, is that racist? It's offensive, at least. How did girls always manage to talk and play at the same time, he thought to himself. Weren't they better at multitasking than men? He read that somewhere. Amelia's eyes widened in shock. Oh my god, that was racist. I'm a racist. Raina leaned in, clearly planning to take full advantage, switching to an old-timey radio announcer voice. This just in, Senator's daughter a racist, claims lesbian Hispanic best friend. Liara added in her traditional deadpan. Asian friend is not shocked. She was always kind of basic, she added. Amelia was red with shame. I'm a racist. Fuck. Raina stared at her for a moment before adding, and Liara just called you basic. Amelia looked stunned and words began spilling from her mouth. If I'm racist, maybe I am basic. Maybe I should pay too much for coffee and only have white friends and listen to trendy music by people of color and pretend to understand their struggle while secretly being glad that I don't. My whole world is falling apart. Raina, not understanding they'd taken it too far, continued in the newscaster voice. She never made out with me once, claims Hispanic best friend. I thought it was because she was straight, but turns out it was racism. Liara nudged Destiny. Too far, she mouthed at him. Destiny's mind raced. He knew he had to say something, but he didn't know what. If he didn't say something, this would end up like the week of the comment. He scrounged something that would get them all on the same side. Are you guys deciding my future for me again? He tried awkwardly. Amelia reacted automatically, shifting back to the normal place of discussion dominance. Quiet, Destiny, dear. Grown-ups are talking. Raina finally realized she'd taken it too far when she noticed Amelia was on the edge of tears. She hugged the girl closer. You're not basic, eh? I've seen you use spices. Amelia smiled despite herself. Pumpkin spices? She asked tentatively. No, real spices. And you don't like mayonnaise. And you never once overpronounced the food I gave you. Amelia nodded. So, just racist then. Amelia turned back to the game where he lay dead. She's only half black anyway. Liara nodded sagely. They used to have different names to differentiate how much someone was. Pretty sure it's racist now though. Raina laughed. We should ask Amelia's dad. He's been white for a while. He'd know. The intercom made a little click, and Mr. Sartori's voice came out of it. The word for Destiny's future children would be quadroon. And yes, it is horribly racist to call them that. Destiny was stricken. Was her father just listening the whole time? Raina was unashamed. Thanks, Mr. S. We have some extra flautas if you want one. Guzman flautas? I am on the way. They could hear scrambling from the back office toward the kitchen. Raina tightened her grip on Amelia. See? That's overpronouncing. You don't do that. They could hear Mr. Sartori eating from the kitchen. Thank you, Raina. These are amazing as always. Raina smiled awkwardly. Mr. Sartori was the few men she'd even minorly crushed on. No problem, Mrs. S. Mr. S. And Amelia, dear. Amelia looked toward the kitchen nervously. Yes, Daddy? That's your one use of the word fuck for the weekend, okay? Yes, Daddy. Sorry, Daddy. He peeked into the room, half a flauta in his hand. No problem, kiddo. It was appropriate for the situation, but we have to limit our invective. She sighed. I know. We're all ambassadors for Senator Sartori. He grinned and disappeared back into the kitchen.